Hey everyone, and welcome to Mimi and Misty. We're just waiting for Misty to get on. I'm hoping this works because sometimes it doesn't always work, but we're going to try. Here she is. Here she is. Okay, here's my girl, my YouTube daughter. Hi. Can't hear you. There you are. How you doing? Look at you in purple.
Yeah, I know. Well, to be honest, I changed for your live because I have been wearing the same shirt for 2 days.
You're enjoying your time home, right?
Yeah, I'm at home, so I was like, you know what? Whatever. I'm not dirty. But for your live, I was like, I'm gonna change.
There you go. I was debating. I was like, do I want to get dressed? Can we just
I
pants?
know.
And I'm like,
I
I'll
know.
get. I just threw on my hanger. I have like a couple of tops and pants that I wear around the house, just doing stuff, and
Yeah.
so that's what I wear. So nothing
There you
fancy.
go.
If I'm
Hi,
going
Kate.
out, I change up. Who's in here?
Katie.
How come I can't see the chat?
You can't see it?
Nope.
How weird. I can see it.
Wait a minute.
Oh, I have a different thing than you
Yeah, but I should be able to.
to see the chat.
Oh, hang on a minute.
Can I flip my phone?
There it is. Hi. Hey,
Oh, you got
Katie.
it?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay, good.
All right. I hope we get a good crowd in here. So,
I have my friend with me.
yeah, I have my friends with me. My coffee. Oh, I cleaned
Um,
that oven today and it finally stopped, but boy, the house stinks. It's like, ugh.
yeah, yeah. I don't like the one thing about cleaning the ovens is the smell when it's cleaning.
Oh, it's
It's
awful.
awful.
Yeah, it is. It's 41 degrees here and I had all the windows opened. But
Oh
I'm
wow.
glad I'm glad that I did it and now it'll be done for a while, so
Yeah, exactly.
yeah.
You, I'm going to tell you something. I am so happy to go live with you. I know the last time we tried to go live, it didn't work. Remember, we tried like five
No.
times. We were like, we can't do it.
And then my phone kept dropping.
I know. Oh
My
my
other
god.
phone.
It was
Oh,
horrible, but I got a new phone too, and that helped. My old phone, um, was I don't even know what's happening with these phones. None of these phones are meant to last anymore. They only
no, a
last a year
year.
or two. Yeah, a year.
The last phone I had, the one before this, I had it 6 months and I had trouble.
Oh my gosh.
Not even. And so what's AXL? What's that, Katie? What you saying, honey? Hey, broke, how you doing? Oh no,
Oh,
double trouble.
double trouble.
You
What?
asked for it. You guys asked for it.
I know.
We're gonna
It's
wait.
been
We're
a
gonna
while.
warm up, and then we'll just get into a little topic that me and Misty were discussing. So she'll have the floor in a few minutes. It'll be all be hers. Share, feel free to share out the live and get your friends to come join us. Grab a beverage, something hot or a cold, wherever you are. Misty's friend is
Oh,
in.
oh, my friend. Yes, yes.
Oh, oh. I'm like, is she
My
swearing at me?
No, it's
Hi,
it's
hi,
actually
PJ.
he's a water he belongs in the water. It's some type of like animal that is in the water. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's his name. Yes. I actually got him from where did I find him? I think it was at Dollar Tree or big or what is it called?
It was.
Five Below.
But yeah,
Yeah, is where I found him. So
he's cute.
he's cute. He's colorful. He's spring in
Matches
color.
your shirt. He
Yeah,
matches
yeah.
your shirt.
Well, you know me. I love my purples, my blues, my pastel colors.
I do too. I like purple and pink. Those are my favorites.
Yeah, anything blue. But I'm wearing purple today. So
That's good. That's good. I got my gray shirt on, and just like I said, I got a few things I wear around the house, and this way, if they get stained or whatever, I don't care. I mean, there's nothing on here, but if anything
Yeah,
ever did, I don't really care. It is a cute shirt though. It's so comfortable.
yeah, it
So
looks comfortable, it looks cozy.
this is a thrift store buy. I think I paid like $2 for this.
Yeah, I
And
love the store shopping.
It's by Ann Taylor Loft.
Oh,
It's a
wow.
designer. Yeah.
Yeah, you can find some good stuff at the thrift store if you look. I always find it. I always say it's like a needle in a haystack. If you take the time and search, you are going to find some awesome stuff at the thrift store.
Yeah, you are. You are.
Hi,
Hey,
Corner.
hi, Corner. How are you?
I saw somebody else. Was that P and J? Yep, P and J.
PJ.
PJ, yes. How are you? It's been a while since I've done a live at all, so I couldn't be happier than doing it with you.
Oh, I know. My daughter.
I'll tell you what, though, it does feel good to be back at home. It does.
Yeah. How you feeling?
Every day's a challenge, but I'm glad that I'm able to take my time. And
Good.
that's important for me. I need to be able to take my time. I'm having thyroid issues, so I do have to go Friday to my doctor, which is why another reason why I'm so fatigued. I am so
Yeah,
tired.
your thyroid will do that. It throws everything out of balance. It throws your blood work out,
Yep.
everything.
Well, I
So
was perfectly fine and healthy until I reached my 40s. Now it's like everything's happening at once.
I
But
told you.
I know, but thyroid issues run in my family. I have four other members, so it's hereditary. I just thought I was going to get away with it. I'm like, yes, I'm 44 and I don't have to take any medicine. I'm making it. I'm doing it. And then all of a sudden, it's like, nope, your ANA came back high. You've got thyroid issues. I'm like, that's not fair.
But well, you're gonna feel so much better when you get on the medication. At least the fatigue, some of the fatigue will let up. You
Yeah,
know, I know
yeah.
you got your other issues too, but
Yeah, and then I was excited because I had started working, but I could never hold down a job because I'm always having doctor's appointments. So
yeah.
I'm just like, and then she was like, oh, okay, everything worked out, and they were hiring me back. And then I had to call in because my foot locked up. And then they were like, I'm sorry, we're going to have to let you go. And I was like, what a disappointment. God, I'm so pathetic. I can't even hold a job because of all my health issues right now. So, but you know what? It's okay. I'm happy. I'm back at home. I get to see y'all's faces and icons every day. And
Yeah.
so I'm okay and I'm able to take my time.
Yeah.
So
That's one of the reasons I have to work for myself too. It's just it's so hard. Like you were saying yesterday, when you have fibromyalgia, you have to pace yourself.
you
And
do.
it's
Yep.
awful. It's like I have to plan ahead. Okay, can I do this today? If I, go downstairs and put the laundry in, am I going to be able to go back down there and dry it, or is it, should I wait for a day when I know I can do both? It's a
Yeah,
struggle. It's really
it is
hard.
a struggle. So Katie says it's raining where she's at. Katie, you're getting some rain.
Oh wow.
We had some rain yesterday. Well, was it yesterday? When did I post that hell video? I don't even remember. I've been posting so much since I've been back home. But we ended up we had a hailstorm here. Yeah,
Monday. I think it was Monday night.
Monday night. Yeah, Monday evening. Yeah, it was. Because we had a storm come through, which I didn't even know it was going to rain because I don't watch the news or the weather. I
I
just
don't
go out
either.
the front door and I'm like, oh, I get surprised. I'm like, if it was a tornado, I'd probably die because I'm like, I'd probably open my door going, what's that noise? And get hit by debris. But
Yeah.
I mean, I don't watch the news or the weather, so I didn't know. It was a shock. Then I was like, I grabbed my phone and I was like, it's hailing. So,
What's your temperature there now? What's it like?
right now it's overcasted, and I think we're gonna be in the 80s today.
Oh,
And then come Friday and Saturday, we're supposed to have severe weather. And the only reason why I know that is because my husband told me. So
wow.
yeah,
Yeah,
or
I think it's gonna.
they'll pop up on my phone.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have rain tonight, and then tomorrow, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. they said we're getting a warm front, so it might be
Mhm.
like in the 60s.
Yeah,
But right now, like I said, it's 41. It is freezing outside. So I don't know. I figured if it was nice, I'd go sit outside, but I don't
yeah.
know. I don't even when it gets like this, it's a little breezy. I don't even want to go walking, but I might go do my challenge. So
Yeah, and that's good because and the weather's funny, and it's been funnier like every year. It's so strange, right? And it's muddy right now from the storm, still the rain that we had, so it's muddy outside. But then after it rains here in Texas, it gets humid. Like,
yeah, we get the humidity.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, we get the humidity too. It's awful.
Yeah,
Couple of times last year, the humidity was like 99% or something.
it's horrible. It's horrible. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
absolutely health
yes,
first.
PJ, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. Fibro is, I don't know. It's like you look good, like we look perky now, but if you could be inside us, it's a
Yeah.
different story.
Okay, I'll explain something to you guys. We went to go get a massage for my husband's birthday. This is the first time I've ever had a full body deep tissue massage, and I don't like anybody touching me, right? But I did it for his birthday because I was working and we had a little bit of extra money, and I thought, okay, for his birthday, we'll go get it done because he has a pinched nerve, right? So we went, and oh my God, did it hurt so bad. My husband was like, "Oh, this was fabulous." And I'm going, "Please stop."
I know, I know,
To me,
I
it
know.
felt like some spots felt so bad. It felt like she was bruising me. But then the next day after the massage, I woke up with bruises all over my body from
Wow.
the massage.
One time, I believe that. I absolutely believe it. One time, I um, I just felt very bruised inside my body. It was a couple years ago. And I
Mhm,
called a friend of mine that has fibro and I said, "Did you ever feel like I felt like I was black and blue on the inside?"
mhm.
And she said, "Yeah, that's fibro." That was the weirdest thing. And
Yep. And
I
I
don't know.
think it's weird.
Yeah,
Very
and then I guess I got arthritis something in one of my knees because I my knee was like aching before, and I said, okay, it's gonna rain. Sure enough,
yeah,
turn the weather on. Yep, it's gonna rain. So,
yep.
but the fatigue
Body
is what gets you the
definitely.
most.
Oh yeah, it's horrible. And I've been diagnosed with fibro because I've
Yep.
actually gone to a specialist and he did some trigger point thing on
Yeah.
me. And
Mine
I
and
was
my
in tears. I was in tears. I was like, "Stop touching me." And he looked at me and I was like, "Don't touch me again." He goes, "Okay, you have fibro."
yeah.
And I didn't even
My
know what that was.
my trigger point is my ribs.
Mhm.
Like if somebody goes to hug me, it hurts my ribs. I'm like, oh,
Well,
you know.
there's about 12 trigger points that they do on you, and it's certain
Yeah.
areas of your body. All 12 of mine were acting
Yeah.
up. It was
Yep.
horrible. Like, and people don't understand with fibro and other health issues, you get fatigue, you get stomach issues, you
Yep.
get arthritis. Like it's so funny how our bodies, the way that they connect, it's always leading and you always end up having something else. And I ended up being diagnosed also with PCOS.
Yeah.
So I have PCOS, fibromyalgia, I have bone spurs in my neck, I have 3 narrowing disc in my back, I have arthritis, so my joints lock up, and they're
Well,
starting to do it worse, and I'm like, "Oh my god." So
yeah.
it's one thing after another, and let me tell you, you weren't kidding when you said wait till you get in your like upper middle 40s, and
When
I'm
I
just,
yeah.
"What
You were
the
42. You were 42 when I met you, and I said to you, "Wait, it's coming." And
heck?" I'm
you said,
42
I'm
now.
on no medication. I just have to wear glasses a little bit." And I'm like, "Wait."
Yep. Now I'm
Hi, Ann.
44.
Hi, Anna.
Yep, now I'm 44 and they're like, "Okay, well, here's all these medicines." And I'm like, "I don't
Yep.
want to." And
You,
because I have anxiety and depression, it makes me nervous taking medicine.
yeah,
So, roller
don't be
coaster.
though.
I
I
know.
know.
Girl, let
Hi,
me tell
Mike.
you, I didn't know that with thyroid, I was wondering why I was sweating so bad. I was sweating, I was hormonal. I was like, "What is going on?" I'm over here thinking I'm going through the change when all in fact it could just be my
It's
thyroid.
Yeah, yeah. The
Mhm.
thyroid can wreak havoc on you,
It's
but
horrible.
it does do a number on fatigue, so
The fatigue
it
is
has a
what's
lot to do with it.
Yeah, the fatigue is what's getting me. Like, I am tired right now. I want to, like yesterday too, I went to bed at noon and I didn't get up till 5. I took a 4-hour nap, 5-hour nap.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I've been doing that since I've been home. So,
Yeah. But this morning I had a few things to do. I said, I'm not
mhm.
calling her till I get the oven started. I cleaned my oven. I paid the
Yeah.
bills. I said, all right, now I can talk. Because we'd be on the phone all day.
We were on the phone almost all morning and even yesterday since I've been home, it is so
Yesterday's been
we have not
awful.
getting anything done together. We are just been on the phone talking. It's hilarious. My husband was like, "Can you clean our bedroom today?" I'm like, "If I get a chance, I'm going to do it if I
Make
used
sure
to."
you do it.
Yeah.
Make
So,
sure you do it.
I was
But
able to get a little bit of stuff done in the room. I took out the trash and I took off the sheets to wash the bedding, and that's about as far as I got.
well, that's all right. Pace yourself.
Yeah.
Pace yourself, you know. Don't worry about washing those sheets now. If you have a second pair, put them on the bed and that's it.
I wish I had a second pair. I need to get a second pair. I only
Yeah,
have one pair.
yeah,
So,
it'll save you a lot of aggravation. Actually, I want a couple more sets, to be honest with you. Just
yeah,
because you just never know, you know? My mom taught
exactly.
me that when I had my daughter and before she was born in those days, 40 years ago, you didn't know if you were going to have a boy or a girl or whatever. So we were buying those, you know, those nightgowns with the drawstring at the bottom. They used to
Yeah,
have the string. They look like a little potato sack, right?
yep.
And I said, well, how many of these do I need? And how many T-shirts do I need? And she says, one for every day of the week, and then one for the washing machine, one that has to be dried, and one that might get dirty. So, in other words, like a dozen. So, I had
Yeah.
like a dozen of everything, you know?
It's always good
So,
to be prepared and have extra.
yeah, I have opposed to unbelieving. Oh, that is Anna. I heard about that. That is horrible. I have a friend in Alabama that has that. That's the nerves in your face or your jaw. Oh, that is horrible.
And
It's not.
I believe God can heal anybody. So I'll pray for you, and I hope that you're okay. That it's horrible to have underlying conditions.
You know, one thing, and a lot of people they say, well, you know, gonna let God handle it. Gonna let God. I'm not taking nothing. I'm gonna let God handle it. But sometimes God handles it through the medication,
Yeah,
and He's helping you through the doctors. So if you'll have a sense of peace when you know
yeah,
you know you have the right doctor and you feel comfortable taking the medication. Everything has risk. I mean, Misty, yesterday's video on the bread, remember the ingredients that I told you were like in a regular loaf of bread?
yep,
And you
yep.
were saying today on the phone there's like 100 ingredients in bread.
It's horrible. Why should there be so many ingredients in bread?
Right.
Like,
So we're putting there's side effects of everything. So
mm-hmm.
what are you going to do? You can't stop taking care of yourself. Number one, it's unbiblical, and number two, you got to take care of yourself. You got to do it for yourself, you know? And there's side effects to everything. No matter what you do, you're driving down the road, you can get into a car accident. You're crossing the street, you can get hit by a car. You go in the sun, you can get skin cancer. You don't go in the sun, you get vitamin D deficiency. No
Yep,
matter what you do. So
yep.
take the damn medicine. Take the medicine, do what the doctor says, and be done with it. Stop
Yeah,
fighting. Believe
that's
that God will heal you through the people He puts in your life and the
yeah, that
treatment.
yeah, I'm stubborn. That's what I'm learning though. I'm like, okay, do you want to live the rest of your life having these issues, or do you want to just take the medicine and just it'll help you, you know?
Yeah, but you know, and if you let it go too long, um, if you let it go too long, it just gets worse, and then they can't do anything.
Well, I was talking to my aunt and she worked in the medical field and she said, "Did you know that if you don't take your thyroid medicine, you can have a stroke or heart attack?"
Yeah, because it throws everything off. Your pressure will be up, your cholesterol will be up, your sugar.
So what?
Yeah, yeah, the sunshine does help, Katie.
Yeah.
I believe it. And Katie, you're a little bit younger than me, but you remember when we were growing up, we were out playing. And even when my daughter was born in the mid 80s, when she was a baby, every day I took her in the carriage for a walk. She would have her nap in the carriage, as long as the weather, if it wasn't raining and it wasn't icing, she was outside in her carriage. I'd walk around with her. I'd take a walk to the library and whatever. She had those big old fashioned carriages. And my mother said she did that with us too. But when we were born, the 50s and 60s, they could actually leave you in the backyard in a carriage and you take your nap while they did their cleaning, and the babies, I think it's in Sweden, they sleep outside. They
Wow.
sleep outside. Take their naps out there. They have little balcony things that are for the carriage, so it's all closed in. But if you look, you'll see all these houses and every house has a baby carriage outside. They
Wow.
sleep outside, and
That's
it's
amazing.
really, really good for them.
Hi, Linda. How are you?
Linda, pray for Linda. She is suffering from pneumonia
Oh my
right
goodness.
now. Yeah.
Sorry to hear that. I'll be praying for you.
Hi, Nathan. How are you?
But yeah, like if it was me, if I had two trees that were close enough together, I'd be throwing a hammock out there and laying in a hammock. To be
Yeah.
honest, you know,
Yeah.
eat out there, I'd nap out there. I love being outside. And the sun,
Yeah.
vitamin D, the sun, it really does help. And then also when you're outside, you're hearing all the nature sounds, the birds, and
I
just
know.
the
Yeah.
yeah,
It's nice. I have a neighbor. He's retired, and he sits outside and gets the sun. He just
yep,
sits there, wears his jacket, he just sits out there. I mean, he's not old, he's retired, he's home, and he likes this vitamin D. And then he
yep,
goes for a couple of walks a day, and he's pretty darn healthy, I'll tell you.
yeah. I love sitting on my porch swing out front.
Yeah, I wish I had a swing. It wasn't like in a tree or anything. It was just the regular, like the big glider swings. And the first year, my mom wasn't here and my brother wasn't here. My dad, they all passed, right? So it was my first summer, I say, as an orphan. We got a real bad wind and rainstorm in the summer, and the stupid swing was blowing all over the yard, the glider. And I'm out there trying to pull it back, and I couldn't get it, and it was wedged into the fence. And finally, I said to my daughter, "Do you want this?" So she has it, because my son-in-law is there to get it for her. But I would love to have some kind of like a Adirondack glider or something. I would love one of those outside.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, you're not that old, 74.
74 is young. But so let's talk about the topic we wanted to talk about. And what do you think about the freezer challenge?
I love it. I love it because I was doing it and then I stopped. And then when you started doing it, I was like, you know what? She's right. Because I like to use winter food, use it all up, you
Yeah,
know? And even some of my home canned things I'm gonna go through. I might have chili, I might have different things. And I just want to use them up so that because in the summer, like you said, salads, sandwiches, and like I said, like a veggie tray, a fruit tray. Like who can eat heavy meals? If you're gonna have meat, have it grilled. I
yeah,
can't stand hot food in the summer.
yeah, exactly. Katie's all in. Good job, Katie. Yeah, make
Good,
some.
Katie.
It's an open collab, and what Mimi and I was talking to Mimi, of course, on the phone, and we always try to come up with ideas. And it's like, let's do an open collab on cleaning out your fridge, your freezer, stuff like that. Because there's stuff in there, like if you're like me and Mimi or anybody else, when we make a meal, if we make an abundance of soup or something like that during the fall or winter time, we're freezing it. And
Yeah,
then, and you make all these meals, and then it's like spring and summer come before you know it. And then we have all these stews and soups in the freezer or all these extra stuff. And it's like,
Yep.
oh, yeah. So, yeah, we're making April the month of cleaning out your fridge, cleaning out your freezer, using things up, and not going to the grocery store.
Yeah. Carol. Yeah. Misty's hosting. So if you do it and you post a video, just tag Misty in the video
Yeah.
in the title. That would help us out.
Yeah, and take a video of what you're making. Like I'm also doing what's on the stove, so I'll make the video, I'll show what I'm pulling out of
Yeah.
the and then what I'm gonna cook, and then I'll do a short like what's on the stove, and I'll show what the meal looks like all together. Yeah,
Yeah. Last night, I did do the pork fried rice, and
yep,
I sauteed the broccoli and garlic, and I used General Tso sauce on it, and it was really good. It was really, really good. We demolished it. There was two adults. We demolished it, and the man's over there going, "This is good. I could eat this all day." And I'm like, "Great. I want to get the kitchen cleaned up." But it was so good. I had some for mid morning. When we were on the phone the last time,
hmm
you and I was eating some of it, and it's gone. So tonight, I think I might do like a pasta and veg dish
hmm
with some olive oil and garlic, and I don't know. I'll figure something out. I might throw some mushrooms in it or something. But I want to try to use stuff that I have in the freezer, so I'm gonna look through there again and
yeah,
see what I got. But I haven't had that much red meat, and I really don't miss it.
yeah. I hardly eat any red meat. I'm always, if I do eat meat, it's chicken or fish. Maybe once in a while pork. Even my husband, he tells me the same thing you do. Eat some red meat, and I'm going yuck.
Yeah,
Like
but yeah. Like I'll have when I make meatballs, I'll have meatballs with spaghetti or macaroni. Um, Hamburgers on the grill or something. Or if we
yeah,
go out, like we're going out this weekend, I want a bacon cheeseburger. So that's what I'll get. I just want a bacon cheeseburger. I don't know. Yeah,
yeah.
probably. Or maybe I'll get like a fajita roll up or something.
Like once
But
in a don't mind red meat. But I'm the type of person maybe every couple of months. I'm not like a huge red meat eater, but I mean
probably
I'm
why
not
your cholesterol's good.
probably actually my cholesterol when I went to the doctor and they did my labs, my cholesterol was low. And it's supposed to be at a certain thing and they're like, okay, it's kind of too low because it could be too low. And
Yeah,
then
it
you could
can.
choose. You're not supposed to have like everything's in balance, but it's so hard to be balanced. Like either something's high or something's low or something's off and it's like what am I doing wrong? Because I don't eat a lot of I eat more fruits and vegetables and stuff like that. I mean, I'll eat junk food once in a while, but like I made the chicken nuggets for breakfast this morning. We were dying left, right? It's
Yeah,
like,
eat your eggs because especially if you don't like red meat, you can
yeah,
have the eggs.
yeah. Well, I'm
And
gonna do
then
I'll do eggs tomorrow. I'm gonna take people are they're I'm the weirdest eater ever, but I'm probably gonna take some of those peas that are left over and mix it in with the eggs and have eggs and peas with cheese for breakfast with a
that
piece of
sounds,
toast.
you talk about high protein. That really is high protein. That's great.
Yeah.
But I'm going to, after I clean out my freezer, I'm trying to incorporate anything that I have dehydrated.
Mhm.
And I realized that I went through all my dehydrated stuff. And
Wow.
I'm glad because now, you know, the berries, everything else will be coming in, all the zucchini in a couple of months, and I'll be dehydrating it. And, if I see something really on sale at, one of the local farms, I'll get it and dehydrate it. So I'm glad. And it makes me feel good. I know that it didn't go to waste.
Yeah.
So
And then another thing coming up is we're in tornado season, right? So
yeah.
we're in severe weather season. And a lot of times, yes, we love stocking up our freezers, our refrigerators, things like that. Sometimes we can overdo it. But what
Yep.
happens? Katie experienced this. What happens if your power goes out for 5 days and all that food goes to waste because you're so stocked up? So it gives us a chance every couple of months to say, hey, I'm not going grocery shopping. Let's clean out our freezer
Yep.
what we have and maybe not overstock it. I think I think it's okay to have like, canned foods and dry beans and oats, things
Yeah,
like if the power goes out, there goes your freezer food. Like it's
I
gonna go
know. Unless you have a generator, unless you have a generator,
right.
and not everybody has one, you
No,
know.
yeah, exactly.
So
So and it was so and it's funny because you know, a lot of Americans do this. We are impulse behavior. We have an overabundance of stuff. I do the same thing. I'm always thinking ahead, going, oh my God, if something's on sale, I want 30 of them. You know what I mean? Let's go.
because I think as women we're just born nesters.
Yes, yes.
That's what it is.
I
I
love,
originally started doing this when I used to do the grocery shopping, and my father would go too, because old Italian men, they got nothing to do, so their wives send them to the store every day, right? But he loved to go grocery shopping. He'd be going 2 hours and come back with steaks. My mother's like, well, what else did you were gone all that time? I mean, I could have spent $1,000 in 2 hours. But he would get like the best of everything, or he'd come back with a prime rib, and he did it, I think, more just to get out of the house. But when I was doing it, I was like, I am tired of doing shopping for grocery shopping for 6 people, lugging it in. So I started going every other week. Then I started going once a month. And then as I got older, I just went in October and I bought enough for like a month or two, because I figured this was before 2020. And I figured the less I'm in the store, the less chance I have of bringing them back the flu. That's how I felt. And plus, I couldn't do it, carrying everything. And so I used to do it like that. And I started stocking up, because one time my father says to me, it was around September, and we were talking about prices and how cheap they were then. And he said something. He goes, "Yeah, until the holidays roll around." He goes, "Then the price of pickles and olives and all that other stuff, the roasted peppers, everything's going to skyrocket." And he was right. So I would go, because I knew what we had at what holiday. And I would buy, like, say I was buying Italian olives or something, right? In the jar. I would buy like 4 of them,
mhm.
and I'd label on there for Christmas Eve, two for Christmas Eve, two,
Yeah,
and I'd put on the other one Christmas Day, and the same thing with the peppercini peppers, and that's how I did things. And I started picking up things like, okay, what do we put in our stuffing when we stuff a turkey? We use X, Y, and Z. Let me go out and get it. They were all non-perishables, but I would write on there what it was for, and like there better be enough for the holiday, because we weren't going to go out getting it. And
exactly.
that's when I did can and everything.
Just put a big area in your pantry that says "Do not touch."
Do not touch. It was hard because we were a lot of people at one time. Hey,
Yeah.
Janelle, how's your
Hi.
thumb? Linda said she likes soup all year round.
Yeah, and some
I
people do that, and
I
it's
have a
okay.
friend in Georgia who likes soup all year round, and I get on her for that.
But see,
I I had
yeah,
I had soup one time last year. It was in September. I made carrot soup, and Misty, I think it was your recipe.
I made carrot ginger soup one time.
Yes, I tried to make it. I didn't make it thick and creamy enough, but anyway, I tried it. And she couldn't. She said, "Well, it's not technically summer, and you're eating soup." I'm like, "Oh." But yeah, I don't like soup when it's warm.
Yeah,
Uh,
I won't eat soup if it's summertime. I like smoothies, salads, sandwiches, something that is quick, like you said, a big vegetable tray, throw some olives, like little snack stuff, and put
yep,
it on the table, nuts and seeds, almonds and walnuts and
yep. Dry fruit, fresh
dried
fruit.
fruit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
celery, carrots, peppers, broccoli. If you have sour cream in the house, I did some videos on how to make ranch dip and onion dip. It's so
Yeah.
easy. It's just, it's so easy.
Yeah.
So there's so many, if you have the basics, you can definitely do it.
Exactly. Chicken salad and celery is so good. I just make chicken salad and dip it with a celery stick and eat it. Oh my God.
Yeah, or on crackers or on a roll, or you can have tuna salad, you can make egg salad. even if you made like meatballs and sauce in the crock pot and then made sandwiches, I mean it's half a hot meal if you want something.
Right, but the good thing
Yeah.
about the crock pot during the summer is it does not put off any heat in your house like a oven or a
No.
stove. So if you do want a hot meal, like for dinner time or something, I would say use the crock pot in the summertime.
Yeah, I use mine, and I prefer my ribs done in the crock pot.
Yeah,
I
just throw some
prefer them that way.
there with some onions, some garlic, some barbecue sauce, let it go. It'll
You know what?
cook. It'll
I have a 7 quart oval crock
mhm,
pot, and I'll get a rack of ribs and I'll cut it in half,
mhm.
and I just put them in there on top of each other, whatever. I don't put
Yeah.
anything on it. Okay.
Oh,
Sometimes I do a rub. I'll do a rub the night before. Um, but I'll put the ribs in there, and when they're done, when they're soft, I drain out the liquid, and then I put barbecue sauce on it, and I put them on low, and I let them cook another couple of hours.
yeah.
You can't even get, like, you go to pick it up, and it's literally falling off the bone.
Yep.
And I'm telling you, every time we have a gathering, I make ribs, and everybody goes crazy.
Yeah, you
So I like them like that.
yeah. Yeah, exactly. So use your crock pot during the summer.
Yeah.
Yeah. If
Yep.
you you can make desserts, like you were talking, you did a video about the little crock pot, and you can do desserts in the crock pot. You can do drinks in
Yep.
the crock pot. You can do
Yep.
in the crock pot, you know?
Yep. We do the ribs the same way, then we put them on the. Yeah, yeah, I did that a few times, but they were too soft. I couldn't do it. They were too soft. Maybe next time. Yeah, I know you like that char, like that little. Yeah, that is good.
Yeah.
So I guess the moral of our story is to try to, for the month of April, everyone, if we're going to be doing spring cleaning, let's do spring cleaning in every aspect. Get our freezers and pantries and cupboards, and like I have shredded wheat cereal that I bought in November. I have it in an airtight thing. So I want to start using that. So I should have some of that for breakfast. It's not a lot, but a couple more times before the weather really gets warm.
Yeah.
Cream of wheat, I should have some. But that's in a mason jar with oxygen absorber. That's going to last forever. But the shredded wheat, I want to make sure I use up.
Yeah.
And so there are a few things that I want to use up in April, because in May, it's like iced coffee, toast in the morning, or a bagel, English muffin, sometimes an egg. But
Something
I've been
easy.
eating a lot of flavored yogurt, the yogurts with the fruit to get extra I'm just trying to have more protein.
Yeah. In your diet.
Yeah, because I just think that when I had some fatigue a couple weeks ago where I just could not stay awake. And during the day, I was like worn out, and I had gotten my B12 shot. And I read online something that popped up on Facebook, I think, or was it YouTube? I don't know. It's a how to know when you're not getting enough protein. And one of the biggest things on there was fatigue. A lot
Really?
of fatigue when you're not getting enough protein. So I
Wow.
started adding more.
Yeah.
Um, we do the ribs the same way that yeah. Yeah.
And they
Okay.
fall.
I'm going to try to remember that now. I'm going
See,
to try
that
to remember.
people leave comments because we always learn something
Yeah.
new, guys.
See, I was cooking them all the way and then wondering why I couldn't put them on the grill. So, Misty, what does your husband do on the weekends for cooking for you
Yeah.
guys?
My husband once a week, he'll grill on the grill outside, and he'll do like pork cutlets. He'll do sausage. He'll do chicken. Um, he'll do steaks for him. Not like expensive steaks, but like beef flanks or like beef stuff for
Yeah.
him. Sometimes they'll do chicken or beef fajitas. Sometimes he'll grill shrimp. And then he'll put vegetables on the grill for me. So if I want asparagus, or even like if I
Yeah.
want canned corn or green beans, we'll put it in a tray and we'll flavor them up with butter or bacon grease and seasonings and put it on the grill, and the bottom will char the corn and you
Yes.
well, it's not burnt, but it gets that smoky, sharp flavor. Oh
Yes.
my
Oh, it's so good.
God.
Asparagus on the grill is good. You know what else is good on the grill? I guess you could do fresh sliced pineapple.
Yes, I've heard that, but we've never tried it, and I want to. And
Oh,
every
it's
time
got to
he,
be done low. Like you have to do it low. Like
yeah,
especially if it's fresh pineapple. You core it, you slice it,
yep,
and you just let it get warm and a little bit of golden brown on both sides. You can eat just that, or you can have that with like a scoop of vanilla ice cream or frozen yogurt on top. Oh my God, it's so good.
yep. There's a lot of people that I've seen that they even grill melons. They'll grill melons. They'll grill a pineapple. They're
Yep,
starting to be everything you can grill now, right? I mean, like, and it
yep.
just gives that nice smoky flavor.
I know. One time, I think it was last summer, um, well, the summer before when I was really getting my cholesterol down, my doctor was so proud of me, right? I did it with no medicine in 3 months. And it went back up again. But anyway, um, I made salad like twice a week. We'd have lentils. Twice week we'd have chicken. A couple of nights was what else would we do? We would do something with beans. Once a week we had red meat,
Mhm.
and that was a Saturday night. It would either be a burger or we'd go out and have it, or I'd cook it at home, or we'd have a steak. I'd have a piece of a steak, not a whole ribeye, a piece. And Sunday mornings I would have bacon and eggs. And then that's it. I got my fill and I was okay for the week. So one
Yeah.
day we didn't know what we were gonna have, and I said, I'm gonna do a salad. I said, I'll be right back. So I run out, light the grill. I got 3 heads of lettuce, romaine lettuce, right? I washed it, patted it dry, put it on the grill, and
Oh,
grilled it until it was wilted. Chopped it up, threw it in a bowl. I had grilled chicken on the grill at the same time, chopped up the chicken, threw that in there with cukes and onions and tomatoes and olives, and put some dressing on it. This bowl of salad was humongous. It was a big pasta bowl full, and we ate it for supper. And I'm
that,
telling you, it was one of the best dinners we ever had.
that sounds
Yep.
so good. Oh my
Yeah.
God. Yeah, you could do anything on the grill, and it's so funny. I always tease my husband because when he comes after grilling, I like to give him a hug because I'm like, "Oh my God, you smell so smoky." Like I just, I'm like, "Oh," and I'm like, he goes, "I need a shower," and I'm like, "No, wait, just wait 2 more minutes." Like if they could have smoky, oh my gosh, that's funny.
So PJ says, yummy, yummy corn. We like it that way too. And pineapple is amazing on the grill.
Yeah,
Yes, it
that's
is. And yes, the protein is helping. It is helping me a little bit. So I'm starting to feel better.
good. Yeah. See, and I didn't realize that because I always go like I'm weird with my diet. So one week I'll eat nothing but fruits and vegetables all week long. And then the next week I might eat a piece of chicken. And then like the following week I might eat one egg. But it's like I don't get enough because this is where my anxiety comes in because I'm scared of overdoing something, but then I underdo it. You see what I mean? Like
Yeah,
it's just
you're like me. We go from one extreme to the other. We either underdo it or overdo it. But
overdo it.
they say, I mean, if your cholesterol is low,
Mine was
you
low.
can, yeah, that's probably from your thyroid. But
Yeah.
at the same time, have a couple of eggs a week. Have eggs like 3 days a week for breakfast.
Yeah.
Eat a bag of potato chips. That would be my cure. Doritos and cheese dip.
Oh my
Eat some cheese to bring it up. Plus, you're getting your protein in. Cheese gets a bad rap. I know it does have the saturated fat. I get it. But it also has your calcium
yeah.
and it has protein, so you need
The doctors also say you need good cholesterol versus bad cholesterol.
right, right. So
But my,
maybe your good cholesterol, maybe that was too low.
I don't know. It's just everything on my panel when I had my lab work done, everything was in green. And my cholesterol was too low and then my normal cholesterol was good, and then
All right, so that's the good cholesterol. So if you get enough good cholesterol in you, like olive oil and avocado and stuff like that, that'll make sure that your bad cholesterol, in other words, like it outweighs your bad cholesterol.
right.
Hi, Echo.
Hi, Echo. How
I'm
are you?
playing you on my live stream. Echo.
Who's
Oh, she's a doll. Echo, we waited because don't you go live on Wednesdays at 12? We waited till 1 so we wouldn't interfere with you. Oh no. Did we mess up your life, honey? See,
sorry?
that's what I mean. Everything I do turns into a disaster. Hi, Stitch. How you doing?
So I just want everyone to get on board with the no spend April or low spend if you
Low
need
spend.
low spend. But the whole point is just to clean out the freezer, the fridge, and you know what? Sometimes you might come up with a new recipe, or sometimes you might come up with a silly, like me. I come up with these absurd meals, like oh, I can mix that and that together. Well, I have this. You know what I mean? And it makes you
Yeah.
helps you be creative in the kitchen too, and you just have fun with it, you
You know
know?
what's a good, like you have the frozen peas and you guys like rice. If you boiled some rice in chicken broth, right?
Yeah,
Cook your rice in chicken broth or beef or whatever you like. Put some seasoning in there. I would just do salt and pepper
yeah,
and add a bunch of frozen peas to it. Just
mhm,
when the rice is done and it's still hot, add some frozen peas and they'll still be a little firm,
mhm.
right? That's protein in your rice. Like if you had rice with peas instead of rice with beans, and you had like a chicken or some kind of meat or fish, that's a nice dinner.
Yeah, exactly,
We have
exactly.
to get out of that mindset of
Everything's
a
bad for
million well, a million side dishes. Now, my
yeah,
cousin, my cousins, I don't know if they're watching this. They probably are, but their mothers were my father's sisters, okay? There was 13 children in the family. And I couldn't understand, like, this family does nothing but eat, okay? But they grew up during the Depression and they didn't have anything. And I sent my cousin a link, and I think I sent it to you, Misty. It was foods we ate during the Depression to survive.
Mhm,
And I think it was my cousin texted me, and she said that her mother said, what did they have? Bread with butter for dinner or something.
mhm.
And I remember my father saying that they had like cream of wheat if they had it. I mean, so you figure, yeah, she was right. There's 15 people in the family, so I just think that from living in an Italian family, that's hard.
Yeah,
But I think that he just figured, you know what? It's not the depression anymore. And he just had to have, if let's say we'd have steak twice a week. He would think nothing of going and getting ribeyes twice a week or pork chops. And with that, once you always had to have a salad, you had to have a pickle and olive tray done. You had to have some kind of potatoes and about two vegetables. That's a lot of food.
that is a lot of
You
food.
know, that was a lot. It's just too many things. But we were six people, at one point, and then we were four. Um, but it was just so much. Like I went to my son-in-law's mother had us all over for dinner Sunday, and she's Armenian, so now she's like my mother's side of the family, right? Like they're all the same. And like yeah, that's why I asked you, are you sure you're not Armenian? So you should have seen this table. I was like, oh my god, She had an Armenian pot roast. She had roasted chicken. My daughter had brought stuffed grape leaves. There was potatoes, Brussels sprouts, all this different. The table was loaded with food. It was like wow. But if I'm here alone or it's just me or two other people, two other adults, like I'm not gonna make six different things, you know? If we have like my father would have to have macaroni with meatballs and Italian sausage, a salad, Italian bread and butter, and I was like, oh my god. Now
Yeah.
it's like there's the macaroni, you want it, put it in your plate, It's like I
Well,
can't do it.
when I cook a meal I'll usually have three things. I'll either have the vegetables, a salad, or like potatoes or something. But I'll always have three things. But let's say if I have leftover asparagus or leftover peas or leftover any type of vegetable, you can make an omelet with that the next morning.
Exactly, exactly. Or an omelet for dinner.
Right, right.
There's nothing wrong with having an omelet with some vegetables for dinner. Thank you very much, PJ.
Thank
Thank you for coming on.
thank you.
But there
But
are
yeah,
just so many things, I'm starting to eat more simple and just a lot more protein. So my
yeah.
next, hi Vanessa. The
Oh,
next thing I have today will be a yogurt.
yeah.
I used to get, this was so much work.
Simple is
I
so much
used to get a big container of plain fat-free yogurt. And then I would put in my own fresh fruit, or I could use it to make my cucumber salad, whatever I wanted to do. And I couldn't get to the store a couple weeks ago. The boyfriend calls, he goes, "Do you need anything?" I said, "Yeah, I need a few things." And I was tired of doing Instacart. I didn't need that much. So I said, I want some plain Chobani yogurt because he wasn't going to Aldi, he was going to a regular Stop and Shop. I said, I want some Chobani yogurt, the little cups, get plain. Get me four of them. Well, no, I said one large container of Chobani plain yogurt and a couple of bananas and a cantaloupe or whatever, right? Guess what he comes back with? A four pack of strawberry Chobani fat free yogurt.
Oh my god.
But it was the honey. How do you not see the strawberries on the package?
Oh no. Guys really don't pay attention when it comes to grocery shopping.
They can't shop, but it was the best mistake he ever made because it was good, it was easy, and I saved myself from buying a bunch of fresh fruit to put in my yogurt. And then, if you don't eat the yogurt every day with the fruit's going to go bad. I was throwing bananas away, I'm throwing cantaloupe away. So now I just go and I buy my yogurt, I buy Chobani, and I buy the one with less sugar. I got the vanilla, which I didn't think was going to be good. It is really good. I have vanilla with cinnamon, lemon, blueberry, strawberry, peach, and pineapple. So I got like 8 of them, and I'm going to have a little cup later.
That's Echo, I'm
Hey,
doing okay. Thank you for asking.
Echo! Welcome in, hon.
Yeah, I'm just feeling fatigue, but other than that, I'm okay. But
Echo,
yeah,
we're doing our challenge on cleaning out our freezer and our pantry and just kind of using what we have. We're trying to spring clean all our winter food.
yeah,
So our goal is to use up our winter food
yeah,
and get ready to transition into spring.
yeah, spring and summer. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. And back to what you were saying, Mimi, about the simple meals, it's so funny because I'll look through my recipe books and I love recipe books, but if I see a recipe that has more than 6 ingredients or 10 ingredients, I'm like, I cannot, like, simple to me is so much better. Like you said, you got rice and you do either a chicken stock or a vegetable stock with your rice, and then you have your peas or chicken. That to me is simple. When you
Yeah.
start all these ingredients and make something, like there's one pot, like, what is it called? There's there's this thing, it's a Mexican dish, and it has, like, 20 something ingredients, and I never make it because there's too many ingredients.
I
Um,
know. I know.
mole. Chicken mole is a Mexican dish, and it uses way too many ingredients. Now, I've had family members that made chicken mole, and you have, like, a side of Spanish rice and refried beans. It is delicious, but I won't make it because I'm not using 20 ingredients.
Yeah. No. Um I hope you make this a regular. Okay, we'll do it.
It's regularly. Yeah, I do miss coming on here. but I went on Misty's channel with my computer and she's not live. No, no, no. The reason, oh, I'm not, that's because Mimi is the
Oh
one.
no. I thought we could both. All right, so
No,
next time you do it and I'll come on yours.
yeah, if it's Mimi sent me the link, so I'm on Mimi's live.
Okay.
Yeah.
All
If I
right.
we'll have to alternate. We'll take turns. I'll have
Hey
her on my
Jason.
Jason, what is up? I have not seen or heard from you in a very long time. That's because I haven't been here. But
I
yeah,
like
well,
the crock pot too. I like the crock, and they use this very little energy.
yeah, yeah, and it doesn't put off heat in your kitchen like a stove or the
Yep.
the oven. And nobody wants to use their oven or stove during the summer. I know I don't. My oven and my stove will get a nice break.
Yeah, good. That's
Nice-
good. And there's nothing like grilling anyway in the summer.
Yeah,
I challenge you to try the grilled romaine lettuce.
I'm gonna try that. The next time my husband grills, I'm gonna be like, let's put this on. Cause I bet and then with the meat that he grills, we can cut that up and I mean that would make a nice salad.
You
Anything, you
know,
know.
you don't even have to do it as a salad. I've also done where I put some of the grilled lettuce on a plate and
Yep,
just sprinkled it with balsamic vinegar, little bit, and then you
nice.
could add salt and pepper if you want it, like just the lettuce, because it's a green, but we're so used to eating it in a salad. But that comes out really good. Here's the thing about here's your plate, okay? Like they say, half your plate should be vegetable.
Exactly.
A
Yep.
quarter should be protein, a lean protein, and the other quarter could be a carb, depending on your diet. So it doesn't, that's what they say, and that's what
Yep.
I like to do.
Desserts don't always have to be cookies and brownies and pies and cakes. Your dessert could be a bowl of fruit.
Yeah,
You like a fresh bowl of fruit could be your dessert, you know?
yeah.
So
My mother's family when she was growing up, they always had fruit, and then they had like baklava and Armenian paste, Middle Eastern pastry. My father said like my grandmother would make it was like a no egg cake. It was made with vinegar and oil
mhm,
to help it rise, and there was no eggs, there was no butter, there was no oil. So once in a while she'd make that. And he said that something they had a lot. Now I don't know if it was holidays or Sundays, because Sunday was the big meal. And
uh-huh,
somehow I think my grandmother always had food for an Italian dinner. But my father said they used to have my grandfather used to have a glass of wine with sliced fresh peaches in it.
nice.
And the peaches like soak up the wine, and they didn't drink the wine to get drunk. They drank it, it was good for you, for your cholesterol and everything, with the peaches. And like that was like a delicacy. That was like a special thing.
Bill said in living and ask them how I still can't go live. Why can't you go live?
Carol, you know what? Email me your phone number and I'll do a trial live with you.
There you
Well,
go.
yeah, but no, wait a minute, that won't work. She's got to be able to do it.
Yeah, she has to do it. She has to send you the link to join her.
Carol, how many subs do you have?
Well, we don't have a paid service, Echo. We're doing our live for free between the two channels. And I could do it for free also.
Yeah, I'm not paying for a streaming service. There's no way.
You're talking about two frugal people over here. We don't pay for that stuff.
Okay, 180 to 190. So you should be able to go live.
You only need 50 connections
Yeah.
to be able to go live. So you should be okay to do that.
Hey, what did they say now that the shorts are going to count as views or
Yeah.
something?
Yeah, YouTube is doing a bunch of changes. Um, and they're trying to see what works and doesn't work.
Who's not broadcasting on both channels? Oh, okay, Misty. In order for us, who's guest? Echo.
I'm your guest.
Right. And then the next time you could be my, but what I think what Echo was saying is if we get the streaming, neither one of us is a guest. We're both a host.
Correct.
All right. I ain't willing to pay for it.
Yeah, I won't pay for any of that.
Yeah. It's to stream both channels to be live. Okay.
Yeah, no, yeah, that makes sense.
All right, that makes sense. But we're trying to figure out how Carol can get live. I don't understand why she can't do a live.
Yeah. I'm wondering if it depends on the device that you have, but I don't think so. I mean, if you
No,
I do
it
it on my
shouldn't.
like I go live on my phone. So you should
Yeah.
be able to do it depending on what phone you have. You can
I
even
think
do
we
you can even do it on a laptop. I've gone live on a laptop before.
yeah, I've done that too.
Mhm. So,
So what do you think? You think we should wrap it up, or did we emphasize enough of what we want? And I'm gonna leave
yeah.
um, with this. It's up to you, Misty. You want to continue?
Well, I don't know what else to talk about other than
Okay.
unless somebody pops on here and they have questions like we're trying to figure out for Carol how she
Carol, you are doing a live together on YouTube, or you just sent her the link, and I sent Misty the link, and she is my guest.
yeah, I joined. When Mimi sent me a text and sent me the link, I clicked on it and it said join. And I just joined and we popped up together. Now, and then if I were to do it, same thing. I would send you the link and then you would join me.
I'm wondering if you can have more than one guest.
Um, you can.
Really?
I think I'm not sure. I think there are things that you have to pay for. Um,
Oh, okay.
and then you would be able to have. I've seen people have 4 to 6 guests on
Yeah, but they might have the StreamYard or something like Echo has.
StreamYard. But you know what? To be honest, sometimes if you have more than 4 people, like I think 4 is enough because if you
Yeah,
have more than 4, everyone's trying to talk over each other. Like
yeah,
it's too much. You know what I mean?
yeah.
But I think one guest or maybe a couple of guests is pretty good. And I think you can have more than one.
Okay.
Yeah, Carol, if you go to your phone and you go and you click on YouTube and there should be this is how I do it. There should be a thing on the bottom that looks like a X and you click on it and then it'll give you the option to go live and you hit go live and there it gives you the option to put a title and things like that, so you should be able to do it on your phone.
Okay, here's the thing. On the bottom of your phone, it's more like go to YouTube,
Yep.
okay? Go to your channel. Bye, Stitch. Thank you for coming on.
I said,
Carol, go to your channel, like your own,
mhm.
and there should be somewhere on the screen, there should be a cross, like to add. You're gonna press that button and let me know what comes up. I want to help her. I don't understand why she can't do it.
Well, she can email you her number and then you could probably talk to her on the phone and guide her through it.
Yeah.
Because
If
everyone who has a channel and who has 50 or more connections, it's an automatic thing. You should be able to go live. Now
yeah.
I'll tell you this, if it is your first time going live, you have to set it up. Because mine, when I went live for the first time, it said I had to wait 24 hours.
Yeah, they have to set it up and check everything out.
Check
Yeah,
everything. I
that's
wait
true, Carol. So,
24
Carol, that could be the answer. You probably have to set it all up. I'm glad, Misty, you said that. I didn't even think of that.
trying to remember back when I first started doing my lives, and I was like, oh, I had to do this. I had to answer. I had to set it up and then wait 24 hours.
Hit videos. Once you hit videos, it should say live.
Mm-hmm.
You might have to scroll to the right or to the left. Because mine says albums, shorts, or videos. And live. So you hit videos, and then it'll ask you if you want to go live. And you click the add button.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's about right. I'm not looking forward to it. I gotta go wipe out the inside of my oven.
I'm gonna have to put my bedding in the dryer and make my bed, and then I'm gonna go lay in it and watch a movie.
Yeah, I think Carol, you think you got it now?
If you don't, Carol, and you still need help, you can email either me or Mimi and give us your number, and we'll call and try to help you out as best we can.
Yeah, it's a
Lauren,
shame, she's missing out.
yeah,
But
yeah, you have to have 50.
well, she said the last time she only had 35, so that's why.
And you have over 100 now, so you should be good to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should be good to go now with that. And YouTube actually helps. It sets everything up for you and has everything. So if you have over 100 and you go to set up your live thing on the top, when you post your videos, it'll have the live on top as well. Because you'll say shorts, live videos, blah 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 on the thing.
Yeah, that's why you couldn't set it up because you didn't have enough on there. So
You should be able to do it now. And I don't know if they still do it, but when I set mine up, I had to wait 24 hours. But maybe they don't do that no more because, like I said, YouTube is trying out different things and they're trying to make it a lot more easier on people.
yeah.
So,
Well, I have to wrap it up because I dread it, but I have to go wipe down the inside of my oven.
no, absolutely. We've rocked it for over an hour. I can't believe
I
how much.
know. I know. We'll do it again.
I
Loved this live. I played it while I did dishes. I had a lot of dishes. There you
know.
go.
Well,
All right, guys. We love you
yeah.
all. So thank you for coming on.
Bye, guys. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good day. Let us know if you're going to be joining the Misty's challenge. Don't forget to tag her in the title of your video. If you're going to be cleaning out your pantry, your freezer, and getting
Make,
rid of that winter food. What?
make a video of it. We want to see what you're making.
We want to see the videos. So do a video and tag Misty, Life with Misty, in your title. All right, guys. We're out of here.
Bye.
Bye.